Welcome. Good afternoon. So, welcome to 8 o'clock show. I'm your host. I'm Kevin Alex Bent. So, I want to thank the persons on the public space who are joining in right now. Before we get to our guests here tonight, I'm Kevin Alex Bent. Welcome to Entrepreneurs Talk Show with Earthwell Trade Limited, Earthwell Trade Academy, and Earthwell Trade wealth management. But the case may be right now for persons who are joining in via Instagram. Thank you for joining in. I got persons that are joining in versus Facebook Live. Thank you for joining. We have persons who are joining us from the UK. I've seen you guys joining on the call right now. Welcome persons from North America that is joining on the call right now, and for everybody in the group and the Facebook groups in particularly an Earthwell Trade Legends Academy. I want to thank you guys for joining on the program right now. So let's get the show on the road. It's now 8 o'clock. We're going to jump right into it. And tonight we have our guest speaker, Miss Carmaleita. Yes. So I want to jump the show on. How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I'm blessed.
You're okay? You're looking very nice. Looking very nice. Nice, bright smile. I'm sure the public will want to know more about yourself as well. But before I get into that and let the public know who you are, you're going to tell the public who you are as well. I want to just tell you how we're going to run the show tonight. Now, the show is going to run in such a way that we have 13 questions that we're going to ask you about you and about your business. You're going to answer those questions. Then after, you're going to have about a 10 minutes window to tell the public about your service, your products, and your business that you offer to the space. And then thereafter, about 5 minutes, if there's any question and answers that you want to ask, a person's joining, they can ask your question as well. And then we're going to close the show then thereafter. But I will take a 5 minute as well to tell people more about Earthwell Trade Academy and so on. So let's go. So my first question to you with the 13 questions going to ask is, please tell the audience about yourself, in the sense that we're going to start with the 13 question, and number one question is, what is your name?
Okay, I'm a Carmaleita Boyd.
Carmaleita Boyd. Okay, so tell me your business. What's the name of your business?
Name of my business Shiloh. We have Shiloh DayCare and Preschool. There is Hope Charity Ministry, and Shiloh and Natrual Hair Beauty Salon. I have Carmaleita Anointed Creation.
All right, thank you so much for that. So tell me, where are you located? Where are you from?
I'm originally from St. James, but I'm living in Westmoreland now.
So from St. James originally, and from Westmoreland, Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So tell me, why did you start this business?
Okay, first I'm gonna start with the ministry, the charity ministry. First, how I become of that business, I had a vision about giving away stuff to the less fortunate. And one day I was at work and I said, Lord, I need to walk in that purpose, because a lot of young persons out there and needy persons in the community that really need help, especially young persons that have potential. So
Same.
I did, yes, and I start my journey by start going to communities and start to help. Secondly, with the anointed creation, I had a vision again that I must use my hands to be creative. And that's
Right,
when I started to do this work. So,
right.
and I really love it. And the daycare and preschool, the Lord instructed me to start it, and it has been very well
I
going
see,
on.
I see. So tell me something now. Knowing what you know now, and thank you for sharing those experiences as well about in the community. And insight as well right there. But I want to ask you a question. Now, knowing what you know now, right? And you said that you operate a preschool, right?
Yes,
Daycare.
yes.
Okay, so the educational program and the educational programs that we offer now. I want to ask you this question. Knowing what you're knowing now, right? Would you choose an educational background, as into high school, college, a high school diploma, a degree route, or an entrepreneurship program? Knowing what you know now, which route would you take if you had to do it all over again? Would you still go with the still educational route, or would you take on an entrepreneur route to life?
Well, I would take the educational route
Mm-hmm.
because the educational route, it will help you to go into the entrepreneur world, because being in the education, that's where I was beginning to do clothing and textiles. And look
Right.
at my wonderful creations now that I'm in,
And I want to
right?
tell you that your outfit is amazing. And we're going to get to that as well. Are you going to tell persons more about your business side of Carmelita Creations? And that is something that you have going for you as well. And the public will be eager to hear more about it. Now, could you tell me, as it relates to, where did you study? Where did you
Where do
study?
okay, I studied at Anchovy High, and then I leave to nursing school. Then I went on and doing the decorative clothing and textiles.
Mm-hmm. Well, what
Then
year was
after,
this?
oh, those was in the year of 2000 and 2008
Right.
and 2010. Yeah.
So you went through the whole formal schooling, and then now I want to ask a question. When did you start your entrepreneurship journey?
Actually, I started it from in high school,
From high
because I
school?
do the, yes, I normally leave and I normally go and start my doing my hairdressing. So when I leave high school now, at the age of 17, I rent my own little shop and I started doing my own little business. And
Wow.
from there, yes, I started getting ideas and I started doing so many a lot of things.
And this is at age 17 you started.
Yes.
Wow. And I want to take a break right there. I want to say something right now is that every entrepreneur that has come on the program, they have mentioned that they started early, they know what they wanted, they saw vision, and they work at it. They didn't fully know what they was going to do, and the case may be about all of them so far. I want to highlight that they started early and they wish they started early. So I want to highlight that because you said that you started at age 17 in getting all these ideas and you just act upon your ideas. Now we have about three more questions right here. Within the 13 questions I want to ask you. And this, the reason why I'm asking this question is not for my per se, but for me and also for the public. Because if the public is going to get to know you, obviously they want to get to know you and where they can find you and they want to know about your history and so on. And I'm very much happy to be asking you these questions. Now, let me ask you one more question right here are the three. If you could do anything differently, would you do anything differently right now? Knowing what you know? Would you do anything differently?
Well, I would stick in the entrepreneur now, knowing what I know now, and the entrepreneur business is very great. So I will stick in the entrepreneur shape right now.
Right. So you wouldn't do anything different.
No, because the entrepreneur, it's really give me the urge of the push and to continue and even to help others to become an entrepreneur. I have a lot of young people out there, yes, that have the skill. So it would be great.
And you did mention before now before the show that you help the persons within your community, within the ministry, within the church. And I'm going to give you a moment to talk on that, but I have two more questions for you. Do you have any regrets?
No, I don't have any regrets because being an entrepreneur, I get more ideas and more ideas every day.
Right.
So I don't have no regrets.
And I want to tell you that is the ideas that make money. It is the ideas that makes money. Now, can I ask you one more question? Do you, and this is going to be the final question to the final question. This is the 12th question right now, and I have one more after that. Do you love what you're doing right now?
I love what I am doing.
All
Being an
right.
entrepreneur, look at this wonderful creation.
Mm-hmm.
I really love it.
You really love
So,
it.
yeah.
And I want to ask you a question. This is the final question, and then now you're going to have 10 minutes, and then you can tell the audience about all the business that you have. One by one, we're going to take them in order. But the final question and the 13th question is this. What does it mean for you to be an entrepreneur? That is the final question. What it is, from your perspective, what it is to be an entrepreneur. So if somebody asks you, hey, Carmelita, Miss Carmelita, how you see the world, how you see being an entrepreneur from your perspective, what does it mean? Tell us.
Entrepreneur, it means a lot. And the entrepreneur, I would encourage anybody to walk right in it because it's a great opportunity and it's a wonderful thing to be an entrepreneur because as I say, at times I get more ideas. It pushed me further. I just say ideas to make more money. So the entrepreneur is a really, really good thing to go ahead with.
And let me ask you a question. And this is just there. And this is not a part of the 13th question, but there's something thinking out the box. Did you have a business plan at age 17 when you started your business?
Yes,
You had a business plan?
I yes, because I normally leave high school and I
Mm-hmm.
normally go at a hairdresser and from there been thinking I want to have my own business and all of that. So I have everything in my head what I really wanted to happen. So I was there planning on everything. Or am I going to get my shampoo basins? Or am I going to go ahead at everything? So I have everything planned, everything
Right,
right down and everything right planned.
right. So tell me some more now and tell the public more about your salon business. And then we're going to talk about, after that, no, we're going to talk about your preschool daycare business that you're doing and the wonderful work that you're doing in the ministry. And then I want to touch base on the charity business now that you're doing out there and how you're going to help the less fortunate. So let's take it at one at a time. Let's talk about now the salon business. Shiloh it is, right?
Yes, it
Shiloh, did I
is.
get it right?
Yes, Shiloh Natural Hair Salon. The Shiloh Natural Hair Salon. We do natural hair, we wash and we cornrow, and we do a lot of creative styles because I'm a very creative person. So you can just stop by and we're located in Anchovy, St. James.
Anchovy St. James. And what year did you start this business? This natural hair business?
I started at the age of 17. That was my first business that I started at the age of 17.
Wow. And where did you
Yes.
start it? You started from your house? Started in your family place? Tell us. Where did you start it
I
from?
I started it when I leave high school. I rent my own salon, my own shop, and I start my own thing.
Wow, at age 17.
I age 17. Yes.
That's very
Yes.
impressive. Very impressive. So now you're not out of the woods yet, We hear about the age 17, we hear about the salon business. That's what she started her business at age 17, doing natural hair from her home. Then after that, what did you do after that now? Which other business you venturing into? You start the salon at one. Number two, where you start?
After that, I went to a practical nursing. We are doing nursing.
Wow.
Hospice Nursing Academy, and I did a 1 year course, and then I went on to the early childhood, and that's where I started my daycare.
Wow. And I'm going to take a
Yeah.
break because there are two more questions there. And I'm going to tell you. This is right here on Earthwell Trade Talk Show right now. We have Carmaleita. Miss Carmaleita is a businesswoman, a minister, a community leader, an entrepreneur that is doing remarkable work here in Jamaica. And she started at age 17, and we're getting the facts now and all the public spaces out there. And this medium here at Entrepreneur Talk Show, we have over 20,000 persons within our network. And are we going to expose and we're going to highlight Miss Carmelita as one of Jamaica's best right now, doing some great work in our community and our day-to-day activity, and to actually bring our society to fulfillment and actually pass on the word of God as well. We're going to touch base on that. So, touch nursing, they're in daycare now. So, why did you go into daycare? Tell us.
Actually, I love children. I love kids. So, and I forgot to tell you, when I finished nursing school,
Yeah,
I've even went on doing early childhood,
right.
and I did the early childhood, and then the daycare and preschool. I love kids, and it has been great.
What age are these kids that you're taking on?
I have them from 2 months old, from the daycare, 2 months old, and from the preschool, it goes up to 5 years old.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
so all those single parents out there that have the day-to-day job and so on, you're helping out a big deal, man. You're big sister, sister C. Eh? You're helping out all these single parents that is there having their job and have their young baby now, they can bring them come. That's what you're doing.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yes, that's
So
what
tell
I'm
us
doing.
about the cost for that now. Tell us. What does it cost to enroll your child at your establishment? And it's Shiloh again, right?
Yeah, yes. The cost for the babies at the daycare is $500 per day, and anytime after 6 going up to 8 would be additional $200. And for the preschool, it's 15,000 a term.
Right. And say that again. I want the others to know that you're talking about Jamaican currency now. You're not talking US or pound and so on. You want to be very clear on what you're saying. So this is in Jamaican, yes?
Yes, Anchovy St. James. For the babies, you have from
Mm-hmm.
$500 for the daycare, $500. And anytime after 6, it's an additional $200 going up to 8 o'clock.
All right.
Anytime after 8 o'clock, it's additional of $100.
All right. So thank you for that right there. So let me ask you this no question. So we know about the Shiloh business, we know about the daycare business, now, but tell us, how do you find the time now? And you're a minister as well,
Yeah,
an active
yes,
minister.
yes.
Why? But before we go into the ministry business, I wanna put it out there. You do Carmelita creations, and this is now where you have all your garments and your dresses
Yes,
and all the shoes and designer things that you make.
yes.
What you say now, man? So, and I want to take the minute now to show the public, I'm going to share my screen and show the public your Facebook page where they can see all the stuff them that you create and so on. So for all the persons out there that are not working, this person here, this comment is a good um, person to link up with, to get connected with, into helping you to mentor you and to actually bring you forward. But we're going to jump right into it. So tell us more about this Carmelita Creations now. When did you start that business?
I start this business in July.
July
This
2020?
year, July. Yes, I
Wow.
started this business. The first, the first I started, I make a hat. The first time I made a hat. And one morning I lie down and, you know, something said, just take a piece of material and just wrap her shoes. And I said, wrap her shoes. I begin to wrap the shoes with the material. I said, wow, it's me doing this. So, and I started doing and being so creative. Even this blouse, I decorate this blouse. And I
Right.
made the skirt for it, and I made the hat for it.
Wow. And I got to tell you that that is very much unique. I am telling you, and I'm saying this on camera. I've never seen an outfit like that thus far. And I'm telling you, it's very nice, and the public can judge as well. So you're seeing this program right now for the very first time. This is Entrepreneur Talk Show. And every Saturday, every week, we bring on new entrepreneurs out there, inexperienced and experienced entrepreneurs to showcase their business and to know what they're all about. Now, I wanted us to take a break before going to the ministry business. I'm going to share my screen right now and to show the public your page, your Facebook page, so they can actually see what we're talking about. And I'm just going to take a minute to just jump onto Facebook and see if you guys can see what I'm seeing. Let's see. Can you see what I'm seeing right now? Am I on your page?
I'm not seeing. All right. Yes,
Yes.
I'm seeing it.
You seeing
Yes,
it? Share.
yes, I'm seeing it. Yes.
Right. So this is now Miss Carmelita Facebook page. And if you want to go there, you can actually go there and check out some of her design. And she, obviously, you can go to her photos. We're going to go scroll through and see what you have there on the page. So if you go to photos, and this is good for the public to know where they can find you.
Carmelita Anointed.
Carmelita Anointed. And these are some of the shoes and things that she designed. So she designed for weddings, special occasions, church, outings, hats, you name it. This is all her design. And she do this all from home as well. Right? Hold on. Gonna scroll down some more as well and see if we can find some more. But I'm sure the public can appreciate all the photos that you put up here to showcase your business.
Carmelita Anointed. Go on Carmelita Anointed.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if we find that one.
Yes, you're in the wrong one.
Carmelita.
Anointed. Just scroll down. I saw it.
There it is. Carmelita Anointed Creation.
Yes.
We'll click on it now. Very well.
Yes.
Find the page.
Yes.
So this is their Facebook page. And now based on the whole COVID situation, we want to do more and more business online. These are some of your photos from today.
Yes.
So these are some of your shoes to match your blouse and so on that you made.
Yes.
But this is lovely, man. This is lovely. You make all of these things from scratch. Yes?
No, I will buy the shoes and rewrap the shoes, but I'll make the skirt from scratch. And as I can see, I redecorate that blouse and I made the hat.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So if I have an old shoes, I will take it and remodel it for you. I don't have to throw it away.
I can see all of that. I can see that. So for all those persons there want to get into the fashion business, you actually have something going on right here. It's like a collection. All these lovely hats. So how much a hat like this will cost?
That'll be $3,500 Jamaican.
3,500 Jamaican. Now, how long does it take you to make a hat like this?
Well, it take me like 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen, but as you can see, you can go to Carmelita Anointed Creations to see all our designs and so on. So let's run it back right into the program. So I'm happy that we get the opportunity to see that page and so they can know where they can find you. Now, tell us now about the ministry now. When did you start the ministry? When did you jump into that business now? Tell us more about that. So you're doing some. Before you answer, I want to tell you that you've been doing amazing work and I'm very much proud of you. to know that one person is doing us so much. So I want you to tell us about the ministry. And now I want you to tell me also about the giving back that you're doing, right? And helping the youngsters and the charity works that you've been doing in your community. And also you want to reach out to the public who want to support your cause that you're doing with food and clothing for the less fortunate. I'm putting out there and I'm talking up the things them, So tell me, one at a one, when did you get in the ministry? And tell the people know what you want from them and so on. Go on.
Actually, I started this ministry 2 years ago. We have been seeking donations. So far, I've been getting like clothing. So sometime this year, visit a community here in Westmoreland, and they're really in need of help. So I started to seek donations for these persons in the community, especially the young persons.
What's the name of the community? Tell us again.
The name of it is Atfield in Westmoreland. Atfield, Westmoreland.
Atfield, Westmoreland. So all the persons there in Atfield, Westmoreland, I mean, big up yourself. Welcome to the program or welcome for joining in. So these persons, do you help them in Westmoreland?
Yes.
And the ministry is
Yes.
in Westmoreland in Atfield.
Yes. Yes. Actually, right now they're in need of clothing and fooding, and I'm really seeking donations for some young boys and girls that in need of tablets right now. Schooling going on and they doesn't have anything for their schooling and all of that. So I'm seeking donation right now for those persons, and I see a lot of potential in those persons to even become a young entrepreneur. So I'm there encouraging them, showing them and teaching them how to even to become an entrepreneur as well.
Right. And I want to put a highlight on that. She's actually reaching out to all the young people in the church who would need an iPod, who need a laptop, a device in this modern time right now to help them to really develop themselves. So I'm saying to the persons out there in the public space as well, if you're one of those persons and you want to donate food, clothing,
Yes,
a laptop,
yes,
smart devices to her ministry, so those young people there can be something of value to society, right? You
yes.
can contribute to her cause right there. So tell us now, what have been you've been doing so far for these children? Because give me some of the story, give me some of the real story now. Tell me about some of those persons and the food and thing, and they come to you and talk to you and thing. Tell the public what you've been doing.
Yes, actually, when I've been in the community, some of them are sleeping on the floor, and I have to be helping, giving them beds, and even the flooring. There's been some time when I went and I look at the house, the flooring is gone. So me and another team member have to go there, remodel the floor, and it is on my page. We have to do everything to remodel. Sometimes no clothing, no food in, and I have to there to be helping. So I am really seeking donation, food and clothing right now. They're really in need. It's a very community that really need help right now.
Right. So I want to take a minute. I know that things are hard on a lot of persons right now out there in the space. But I'm telling you, I want to take this moment to say this again, that what we're doing here now is to highlight persons within the society that are doing remarkable work and for the greater cause of themselves and for their community. So I want persons out there in the wider space to take note of what Ms. Carmaleita has been doing thus far to actually help her community grow day by day, week by week, year by year. And I want to say that nobody else is proud of you. I am very much proud of you. And when I met you online and I see the work that you've been doing and all the things that you've been going on with, I was very much impressed. And I said to myself, you know what? We have to bring on the recordings, bring on the show and let the world know about her ministry, her cause, and what she's doing for the young people in particular. So as you can see, she's one of those persons out there, in my view, that are helping a 2 months old baby to a 5-year-old, helping those mothers that don't have any fathers, who need to go on to work and so on. And the costs are very much low. The cost start like 500 Jamaican dollars. That's like $4 US, right? And you can leave a child there and you can run to work and you come back and so on. And if that is not enough, this person here, she's taking her own food, her own money, and helping persons in the community to actually develop themselves and stay with the problems. Because when a man hungry, a man hungry, right? So let me ask you a question. Who is the member of parliament for you here? Do you know?
Actually, I think it's Simit, but I trying to locate him,
What you
but
didn't tell his name?
I can't fully remember his name. I don't know if it's Light Simit, but I've tried. I supposed to go and check him, but I haven't been there as yet.
Mr. Lloyd Smith, you're saying? To your recollection?
Yes.
Right. So we're not holding any names there, but in case maybe it's what you're thinking or what you know of, right? So if that is the case, that is the case, right? So the case may be, we're going to move right along in the program, and I want to say, from age 17, starting, I know where you are. It has been a remarkable journey, and I want to say that I'm proud of you. So at the end of the show, we're going to actually take your details and so on. But I want to just touch base right now and just tell persons out there, why did I start Earthwell Trade? I started Earthwell Trade because the fact of the matter is I had so much potential. And now when I was working within the brokerage house and so on, I used to sell insurance and all that good stuff. Went to the College of Insurance, went to the Jamaica Stock Exchange, did my securities course there and all that good stuff. Qualified and all this stuff. And then person said to me, Alex, your calling is to really help persons and to showcase persons who need help. So that's the reason why I started Earthwell Trade. Given that I wanted to do private investment, I wanted to own a piece of every company if I could. So that's why I took my own money, went on the stock market, and I buy shares in any company and every company I could, right? And then now I learned more stuff. So what I did was to start Earthwell Trade Academy and then teach people what I have learned. So that's how Earthwell Trade Academy come about. Because I get all this knowledge and what I wanted to pass it in. I didn't want to keep it to myself and I pass it on. But there was something inside of me, same way, seeing all these persons coming to me for advice, for guidance. Some of them have money, some don't. So I said to myself, for all those persons out there, you have an idea. You want to pass on the idea. Why don't you just come and share the idea with us on the program? And also, if you need investment, who might be watching the program and could actually say, you know what, I believe in this person. Let me run with this person idea. So this is why I created Earthwell Trade Entrepreneurs Talk Show, where every and any entrepreneur is out there, experience or inexperienced, you can come onto the show, showcase your business, and let people get to know who you are. So the case may be, help can come the way. And I want to put it out there that it's not been easy for me as well, but I've been sticking it out and I've been very blessed so far. So I wanted to say, take the time to just really mention that along the program right now so you can, know where I'm coming from. And many persons would even know that I used to do farming as well back in Mandeville. Yes. Went to Homewood Technical High School, went to England, went to Japan, come back to Jamaica, work with Caribbean Assurance Brokers, building the business, change, lot of ups and downs. I have a book coming out this year as well, 13 Gods in One Man. Boy, I want to tell you that some more about that book, but I've waited 13 years to write this particular book. And this is just me and you talking right now. This is not just, because people need to be encouraged. Like me telling my story and me and you talking right now. A lot of persons don't have the courage to come and say, boy, Alex, this is going on, boy, and So if we can find within ourselves to share a story we can help somebody else out there that really need the exposure. All right, so you have about 3 minutes left. Anything else you want to share with the public?
Yes, I'm gonna stick on the charity ministry because a lot of young persons out there that have the potential and they just need a push start. They grow in the ghetto community, and a lot of them believe that because they grow in the ghetto, they don't see their way out. But we as an entrepreneur, our ministry of religion, that is what we are there for, to go along and to show them that, hey, there's a lot of opportunity out there and they can fly as an eagle. So at times, why the charity ministry, where I'm emphasizing on the charity ministry, because some of them they don't have any clothing, no food, nothing at all. So by me going there now, encouraging them, hey, here's something, your clothing, while helping them in this way, at the same time, I am teaching them how to become a woman and a man. So I'm seeking and I'm really asking for
Right.
some donation on the clothing
Uh-huh.
and the fooding. And
Okay.
even if I have any bed or anything, because a lot of them doesn't have anything,
Right.
nothing.
Let me ask you a question. If you should get a $1 million sponsorship right now, what would you do with that $1 million?
What did I do? Wow.
1 million
First,
Jamaican dollars. What would you do with
firstly,
that?
firstly, I'm gonna look at educational wise. I will seek out the ones because a lot of them, they have subjects and all of that. So first, I will seek out their potential and I'll get them into um a local school, I like some local classes or that teaches skills, and I will start off right there with that money. And then I was finding the community who really wanted help, no bed, no shoes, anything. And even right now, as I mentioned, the tablets for the children, I
Right.
will really put some of that in that. And matter of fact, I can't leave out the church because they are giving their life to the Lord. So I'll get them some church clothes and all of that and some Bibles. So firstly, I will put it toward the educational wise first.
Right. And it's a reason why entrepreneur talk show is not supposed to be easy. It's all about throwing that curveball question in there. So as you can see a while ago, throw that curveball question in there. If you got $1 million right now, a sponsorship free right now, how would you spend that money right there? And you out there in the public space can judge for yourself and see how well she would have spent that money. She did mention that she would buy some laptops and some iPhones and some Android phones and some tablets and donate to the church and to the persons there in the wider space, not only church members, but persons there in the community that needs the help. And she will be seeking out those persons and finding their potential and to expand her institution of learning. You learn more, you earn more. I already said that. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on the program. I hope this was useful and this was informative, and we help you here at Earthwell Trade to actually bring your message out there to the wider public.
Yes. I forgot to say one thing. I really have been seeking donation for a transportation to my ministry.
Right.
So yes, I'm seeking donation of vehicle. At times I'll be walking in the water up and down. So I am seeking donation behalf of that as well.
All
As
right.
a lot
So
of
what
clothes.
kind of transportation would you need? You need a bus, you need a SUV, you need a Benz. Tell us what you want, man. Tell the Lord people what you want. Ask and
Actually,
give it unto you. Tell them what you want.
actually,
Yes.
I would go with a Voxy. I need a bus for the ministry. If I can't reach a bus, I'll go with a 7-seater. So,
Right.
the 7-seater can probably do
Yes,
something
man,
as
I know
well.
the 7-seater, the taxi man,
No
every
Benz, I don't
time
need
so
no
many people
Benz.
use them. Yes. So you
Yes,
want
so
a
no
bus
Benz.
and you want a 7-seater. If you can't get the bus, you want a 7-seater.
A 7-seater, yes. For the
So
ministry.
for the ministry. So I'm telling the
Yes.
person there out in the public, this is Kevin Alex Bent out there. And I'm putting it out there. As much as I am out there, I am telling the order and the persons within the order of the society and persons in the position of actually making a change in this minister life, that he's doing so much in the public space right now to actually maintain order and to actually help persons reach their dreams and their goals, and to especially helping those young mothers out there that is going to work and have the DayCare running. It's not easy, we know that. And if you have anything can contribute to that, you should. And I'm emphasizing that. So I want to thank you again for joining on the program, and all the persons there in Westmoreland and St. James. I want to say, this is Kevin Alex Ben, and I love to hear from you guys out there and about your story. We have about 2 minutes left on the show. You have anything else to say? I'm just going to wrap up in a minute or so. Any final comment?
Actually,
Yes.
yes, yes, and I'm still basing on the ministry and the young men, especially the young men. A lot of them are nowadays turning to the guns and the drugs and all of that. And I see a lot of potential in those young men that is around there. So I'm really pleading and seeking help. So whatever you can help donate, I will really appreciate that, because they are the young men for today and tomorrow. So we got to help them to push them. And as I said, I see a lot of potential in them. They have a lot of skill in them that really they want to push to go forward. But because sometimes, when they grow certain kind of way in this community, they just feel like, hey, Chome can't go no further. But as we, the stronger one who reach out there, be the entrepreneur, as we are there, we can go to give them a push start.
Yes.
Because sometimes they just really need that start to go along.
Yes. And we want to thank you finally, but time is against us. We'll come to the end of the show right now, and I'm sure 6 months from now we want to have a next follow-up, and maybe 3 months from now we're going to do a next follow-up show with you and to see the progress and what has been coming your way so far. We'd love to see that, and I'm sure the public would love to hear more about that. So this is Kevin Alex Bent, and we have Miss Carmaleita here from Westmoreland, minister, caretaker, leader, DayCare, entrepreneur, salon, business, oh my God, and so much more, right? I want to thank you for joining the program. And see you next time, next week, Saturday. Kevin Alex Bent, and I will bring in on a next speaker and guest on the program next week, Saturday at 8 o'clock. So stay tuned. This is Kevin Alex Bent, Entrepreneur Talk Show. Each and every Saturday at 8 p.m., we're going to bring a new person on board so you can hear from all these entrepreneurs out there. And if you are one of those persons out there with a business idea and you want a space to showcase your business and to tell the wider world about your business, just email us and contact us. So give us your email, Carmaleita, and your phone number quickly.
Okay, my phone number is 1-876-995-0638, and my email is carmelitasstewart@gmail.com.
All right, and I'm Kevin Alex Bent. You can get my details anywhere on my social media pages. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and also LinkedIn, and also my website at Earthworld Trade, and also they're on my status and on my live as well. So this is Kevin Alex Bent. Thank you for joining the program. Bye-bye. Have a good evening.